Hi again, Dennis is here. So in this lesson you'll learn about wrong judgments we constantly make. As before, we started with the vocabulary, 3 slides this time, so you can make a pause, learn the words. Guys, these are very useful, nice words. You are going to need them in many different contexts, so I encourage you to memorize them. The second slide. The third one. By the way, these are not the only words I explain. You'll find some extra words on different slides either. Okay, so let's start off. The bias of the mind number 2, which is rampant throughout the mind, is that our minds just don't think in terms of absolutes. We just don't think in terms of the true thing that's out there. Instead, we think in these very relative terms, and we are constantly judging relative to a reference point. What do I mean by reference point? Well, it can mean all kinds of different things, but for the purpose of these lessons, I'm going to imply some salient, but often completely irrelevant point against which we are judging something all the time. There is a really cool illusion in vision known as the Ebbinghaus illusion. So take a look at that. And the illusion comes when thinking about those orange circles in the center. So which of the 2 orange circles do you think is larger? Make your assumption. It is definitely one on the right. Well, of course, it's an illusion. In fact, they are exactly the same size, as you can see when I draw parallel lines. But because of the presence of these other circles on the outside, these are the reference point gray circles, we actually don't see that orange circles are equal in size. We can't. Even though they are absolutely the same size, we can only see them relative. So we don't see in terms of absolutes. Whenever there is a reference point on the side of something, we actually see it differently. This is this phenomenon in spades. We are constantly judging relative to other stuff out there in the world, and it messes up our judgment of what the thing we really care about. Our particular decision or a particular thing, what size, what magnitude, what awesomeness it really is. So that's vision. The question is, do we actually see these kinds of reference points messing up our happiness judgments? Is it really the case that we judge the kinds of events that happen in our lives? And whether they are great or not relative to these kinds of irrelevant other things. One of the most famous examples of this was talked about by Dr. Medved and colleagues, who analyzed video footage of the Olympics, specifically facial expressions of winners during the award ceremony. They had readers just read independently how happy they thought everybody's faces were at the moment that they got their medal. And what they find is that the silver medal winners are actually way less happy than the bronze medal winners. Why? Because the silver medal winners compared their result to the gold medal winners. They could be like 1 second away from winning gold, but they just messed up. So the gold medal winner is their salient reference point. But the bronze medal winners compared their result to those who didn't get any medal at all. So they were happy that they made it to any award at all. So that is the real life experience of reference points in action. So whatever your counterfactual is, it is affecting your happiness. It's not your absolute level or the absolute salary, grade, medal you got. It's what you think you could have gotten. And what I'm going to submit to you is that all the desirable stuff we talked about last time, a good job, how much money you got, the perfect body, all those things, we think of them in terms of reference points. So we have to be careful about choosing relevant reference points. And in the next video, you'll learn about the dangers of choosing irrelevant reference points when making social comparisons. So see you there.